Come closer, my children. Come closer to the fire. Look closely at the red sands of Abagana. In Anambra land. This dust you see did not only settle on the ground. It carried the breath of ancestors. Before tarred roads and loud machines, there was rhythm here. Can you hear it? It is the sound of a village that does not yet know that before sunset, the heart of an innocent girl will be set on fire. Morning rises gently over Oi Market. The sun kisses baskets of ogbono and dried fish. Smoke curls lazily into the pale sky. Mortars strike pesos. Come. Come. Children run barefoot, lifting red dust into the air. Everything looks ordinary. But the wind is already mourning. Two women, Mama Nkechi and Mama Obi, arrange their yams and whisper with excitement. News has reached them from the chief's palace. The white men are coming today. Oyibo men, dressed in strange clothes. They say they are searching for a flower. A maiden who represents the beauty of the East. Mama Nkechi laughs and says Mbik's house will surely be in chaos. She will rub her daughters with so much oil they might slide off their chairs. Then her voice drops. What about that orphan girl? Adaze. Mama Obi hushes her quickly. She says Mbik has eyes like a hawk. That Adaze is a beauty shaped by the gods themselves. Yet she is treated like ash in the hearth. And so we in Mbik's compound. A mud house with cracked walls. A palm frond broom leans tiredly against the wall. Inside, a young girl kneels by the fire. Adaze. 17 years old. Her wrapper is faded. Her hands are raw. Her back carries old scars. But her face glows quietly, like light that refuses to die. She scrubs a blackened pot again and again. Then heavy footsteps approach. Mbik's voice enters the room before her body does. She shouts Adaze's name with anger already boiling. Adaze answers softly. Respectfully. She says she is there. Mbik snatches the pot and insults her. She says, look at this pot. You are washing it like your useless mother washed her life halfway. If sickness did not kill her, hunger would have. She mocks the dead woman cruelly. Adaze's hands tremble. Her eyes drop. She says nothing. Outside, village women pass by. They whisper that the girl shines even in suffering. That beauty cannot truly be hidden, no matter the conditions. Mbik hears them. Her eyes darken. She hisses at Adaze, accusing her of lifting her head like a beggar who wants to be seen. She says Adaze's face is the problem. That it glows like stolen oil. She slams the pot down and orders her to fetch water from the stream immediately. At the stream, Adaze walks barefoot. Red dust clings to her ankles. She kneels and looks into the water, tears fall. She sings softly for her mother. She asks where she has gone. Says the word has wounded her deeply. That she has no one left to call, and still, suffering does not kill her spirit. By afternoon, Abagana changes. The market roars. Suddenly, a gong sounds from the village square. Gong. 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 The town crier announces that two wealthy Oyibo men are arriving today. Get your daughter ready and present them at the village square by noon. The words explode. Women shout. Mothers panic. Daughters are grabbed and cleaned and prepared. Futures rearrange themselves in seconds. Where beauty goes, wealth often follows. The news reaches Mbik like fire. She storms into her compound and screams. Mbik shouts Ola. Chidra. Get up. Get up. Destiny is knocking. They respond lazily, Mama. But when she mentions the Oyibo men, everything changes. Mbik prepares her daughters with aqua ochre cloth and palm oil. Beads clink impatiently. Palm oil shines on skin. Hair is braided tightly, as though beauty must be forced to obey. Ola complains. Mama, I don't want the white beads. They make me look common. Mbik snaps at her and reminds her that agreement brings destiny. Chidra asks if both of them will be chosen. Mbik answers coldly if the men have sense. Then she pauses. Her face hardens. Where is that orphan? At the back of the compound, Ade splits firewood quietly, humming. Mbik calls her. Ade answers respectfully. Ade steps in quietly, holding a calabash. Her eyes flick toward the doorway. She can hear laughter outside. Mama Mbik, you called me. Mbik tells her she will not come near the village square today. No explanations. No mercy. She orders her to stay in the kitchen, washing ashes and pots. To know her place. Outside, village women walk past proudly with their daughters. They laugh. They hope. Ades watches them disappear into dust. For a moment, hope flickers inside her. Then it dies. And that is when envy fully enters Mbik's heart. She sits in shadow. Mbik's face half lit by fire. Her eyes glint not warmth, but calculation. Evening approaches. In the kitchen, the fire burns low. Grey heart ash lies warm and waiting. Mbik calls Ades again, this time softly, too softly. Mbik says to Ades, "Come closer." Ades, hesitant, at first out of fear, "Yes, Mama." Ades kneels beside the hearth. Mbik could take it. "Your skin is always shining. Do you think you are better than my daughters?" The ash flies. Hot. Grey. Angry. It hits her chest. Burns into her hair. Blinds her eyes. Ades screams and begs. She says she has done nothing. Mbik, she rubs the ash deeper into her skin, her hair, her face. She says now the oyibo men will see a mad girl, that ash suits her destiny. The ash burns like thousands of angry ants. Ades collapses. Her tears mix with soot. Mbik leaves her there and walks proudly to the village square with her daughters. Broken and shaking, Ade sings again, calling her mother, calling the spirits, begging her life not to end like ash. This was not just cruelty, this was fear wearing the face of power. At the village square, lanterns glow. Drums sound. The oyibo men arrive in a dusty Land Rover. Mr. Richard watches quietly. Mr. Brown smiles politely. Mbik steps out confidently. Ola and Chidra behind her, overdressed, stiff, eyes rolling. Ola and Chidra step forward, overdressed, stiff, arrogant. They speak, asking which man is richer, where they will live abroad. The drums falter. The oyibo men exchange looks. They say a river that makes noise is often shallow. Then suddenly, from the shadows, a figure crawls forward. Covered in ash. The wind roars. The sky darkens. Rain begins to fall. Not angry rain. Not heavy rain. Gentle rain. Ash melts away. From her skin. From her hair. From her scars. Ades stands revealed, glowing, radiant, transformed. Coral beads appear where dust once clung. The crowd gasps. Mr. Richard says quietly that this is the jewel, not just beauty, but grace. Mbik collapses into the mud. Her pride shatters, saying, "No, this cannot be happening to me." Ades approaches her calmly. She speaks without anger. She says she was kept alive, but never loved. That today, she chooses life, that you cannot live in a burning house and pretend there is no smoke. She turns and walks away. As the Land Rover drives away, the red dust of Abagana rises like farewell incense. And so, my children, that is how ash failed to bury destiny. Remember this. Ants cannot block the sun forever. Be careful how you treat the quiet ones. The land listens. The gods remember. Until next time, be good. Be kind to the vulnerable. Because destiny can change in a single moment. Goodbye, my children.